And this video is to help you to trust in the process about connecting yourself even deeper to the ultimate goal. And for now, take a moment to make yourself feel comfortable. Wrinkle yourself around the little chair that you are in, or you might be sitting on the floor. Just be comfortable, relax. Place your feet firmly on the ground. Strong your shoulder up and drop them back so that you're feeling relaxed. That's right. Take a deep breath in. That's right. Now, if you haven't done so, allow your eyes to gently close as well. Noticing that you're starting to become even more relaxed now. That's right. You start to notice that your breath in and out. As you take your awareness to your breath, I want you to become more aware of how even and cynical that your breath in and out. Although you can alter in intentionally, but when you focus in, it's always there. And in fact, most of the time that you don't even think about it, it happens without you needing to give it any conscious thought, where you just be relaxed, breathe in, and breathe out. I want you to notice that, become more aware of how that little pause at the top of your breath and at the bottom of your breath. That moment where time is suspended. That moment where you are not breathing in and not breathing out. And that moment, in fact, when there's nothing. And becoming more aware now that the moment happens every single time between each breath out and in, again between each breath in and out again. And so, as the cycle of breath continues, there are those moments that they are completely suspended in time and space. Just where, before we get started, you look at the image, look at the video, that everything suspended in time and space. And in that moment, there is no feeling of fear, panic, worry, or even concern or whatsoever, even though each cycle of breath has two of those moments in it. And yet, you never give them any attention, any conscious thought at all. There's complete trust in the process of breathing. Breathing in and out. And just because there are moments where there is no breath or whatsoever that was suspended, where there's an absence of life, in fact, just a suspension of time and space, even though that happens constantly, that is completely trust in the process of the cycle of the breath, which means that at your deepest level of knowing that you're already aware there is a cycle, a process. And even though there are times when it looks like nothing is happening, where maybe something is happening that you do not desire, it is still part of the process. And you, as you are allowed yourself to trust that process, it allowed the process to unfold. Because if you were to suddenly focus on that moment of stillness and give that your undivided attention and make that more powerful, that would disrupt the flow of breathing. The process of breathing is the most basics of things that keep us alive. And it happened without you needing to give it any conscious awareness, which means that you innately already know how to trust in the process at the very deep level of your being. And you have trusted in the process even consciously many times in the past, which means at that moment, at your deepest level of being and an innate process that programmed within you. And you have tried to practice it with a conscious awareness at other time in your life. That means that you can practice this consciously and unconsciously anytime you need. And mistrust in the process is the way that you allow yourself to step aside so that the process can unfold and flow in naturally, effortlessly, and easily. Because the intelligence that allowed that breath to continue to circulate, the intelligence that gives you the trust that the process will continue to unfold, that intelligence knows exactly how to keep the next breath coming, how to keep your body alive, how to keep your system functioning, and that intelligence is connected to the intelligence of all that is in. It is a part of the intelligence that keep the planet spinning in their orbits. It is a part of intelligence that allow the plants and the animal to grow, thrive, and continue to evolve. It is a part of intelligence that allows the sun to rise and set each day. It is a part of the universe and the world within we live in. And the intelligence, the magic is right there beside you. And you already know how to step aside and allow it to flow through you, giving you the life, which means that you have trust in the process at the deepest level and the core of who you really are. I want you to focus on that moment, that feeling for a moment, and that feelings of trust, the trust of knowing the next breath is on its way. Feel it, notice it, where in your body that you feel it the most, and now that you give the feeling of a color or a spotlight color that you can remember as you continue to breathe in and breathe out. Gently allow that color to flow and grow all the way through your body, letting your unconscious and the intelligence that govern is allowed that color to flow in the perfect way, just the way you wanted it. Because this is also the process. As you step out of the way and you allow the process to unfold, your trust in the process is what's allowed it to be so magnificent, so effortlessly, so perfect, so divinely guided. That's right. It is your trust in the process that allow the universe to do its magic, which includes magics of keeping you breathing. And this is the same magic that orchestrates everything in life, which means that you and your innate trust in the process, which you already know how to do it, is the key to allowing everything in your life to unfold with ease and grace. And in the moment, As you allow that color to flow and grow even more powerfully, making it even stronger, even brighter. Now, that's right. Because you know exactly how to allow that to happen, and you have to trust in this process because your unconscious guides the way for you. And as you allow your unconscious to guide the way, it becomes more easy, more effortlessly. It is simple that simply your attentions to allow what needs to happen to unfold. That is your only work, because the intelligence that resides within you already know how to make everything you desire to come to pass in the magnificence, miraculously, and comes in a very magical way. And you, even though sometimes it looks like there is nothing happening, or the opposites of you desire is happening, and just when you breathe in, breathe out, notice that it's suspended for a moment, it is still working, and flow is progressively going, and your trust is the process, is what allow it to unfold and make it the most magical and miraculous way. That's right. Because sometimes along the way it looks like nothing is happening or wrong things is happening, but the universe perspective is higher than ours. And so we trust the process, knowing that from our limited perspective, sometimes things looks backwards. But from the greater perspective, that is absolutely what we call clarity. And so our only work is to set that intention and get out of the way. And in the moment you allow that color once again to get even brighter. That's right, even stronger. Now that you want to go back to a time that you felt and were consciously aware of, you complete the trust in the process of whatsoever was going to happen for you at that time. Allow yourself to go there now. On a count of 1, 2, 3. That's right. Allow yourself to be there. I want you to notice that what you can see, what you can feel, and what you can hear in this moment, where you're consciously aware that you have utter trust in the process, because the trust in the process is an integral part of who you are and what keeps you alive, which means there's always an available to you. As you look around this magical moment, noticing exactly what's happening, noticing that how you can tap and tune in, you are into the knowing that is all will be well. That even though that sometimes things like they are going on not what based on what you plan, but in fact they're going to plan more amazingly than you could ever have imagined. Becoming aware now that you trust in the process at the deepest level of your being, and because you're able to do it consciously now, that means you can trust in the processes anytime in life, and you need to do it because aware that which of each breath is just right there. Breathe in and breathe out. is part of who you are. You already know how to do it. You already unconsciously what leads you the way, because you unconsciously that you have made the connections to the greater intelligence, to that intelligence that keep you breathing, that keeps yourself multiplying, keep multiplying. And that's the blood circulating through your body, which is the same intelligence that keeps the planet spinning its orbit, the sun rising and setting each day, and the entire solar system staying stable. It is the intelligence that allowed the universe grow and evolve, and you are part of it, which means that you already have all the answer inside you. And as you become aware that all you need is to know that it's right there for you, that's all you need to do is focus on your breath. Smile to yourself. Yes, that's right. And realize that even though sometimes it looks like nothing is happening, or the opposites of what we desire is happening, that's the only due to limited perspective. As you're taking the greater perspective, see the greater picture and get out of the way and allow the process to unfold. Trusting in the process is what it allows to unfold, is the most miraculous and perfect way, in a way that divine intelligence within you that has designed. So, your only work is to step aside and remember that is only how you can demonstrate your trust in the process, stepping aside and allowing your unconscious guidance to lead you the way. Because you have all the guidance you need inside you, which means that you never need to look outside of you for any answer or guidance. As you look through within more and more, remembering the answer lies is sometimes as simple as a little space between in your breath and your out breath. You realize that nothing to worry about, anything and everything to be excited about, because sometimes the more it looks though nothing is happening, the more is exactly something is happening. And one, starting to feel yourself in a chair where you're sitting down, becoming more aware that the room that you are in, bringing back with the incredible connections to your knowing that you already know, and do trust in the process at the very deepest level of being right now. That's right. And you're starting to feel the energy returning to every single part of your body, bringing back with you on a renewal excitement that this is a part of fun life, trusting in the process and seeing the miraculous and magical way in which the universe has designed for event to evolve. And 3, all the way back to the room, now feeling refreshed. Yes, that's right, feeling absolutely fantastic, feeling so excited to see what will happen next, and knowing that you are a part of the puzzle and you already know what exactly how to trust the process. That's right. Breathe in, suspend, breathe out. And it is your ability to do this. In fact, that keeps you breathing alive and here to enjoy the journey. All right. So you can open your eyes right now. Well done.